So we're gonna be installing the FASS fuel system. Powerstroke drop-in series for a 17 to 2024 model. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be getting rid of the factory fuel filter housing that's on the fuel tank. What I think is really cool is they make it super easy, because here we have a pigtail and the water and fuel sensor that's gonna plug into the factory location. We have a billet bracket here. This is gonna bolt to where the factory fuel filter would go. And then from there, your housing, which is really nice, made out of billet aluminum, this right here is gonna bolt to the filter housing, allowing for a super easy swap out of the filters. I'm gonna show y'all step by step how I'm gonna do the install. This is more geared towards people that wanna do this at home to take advantage of what this system has to offer. So what I do is anytime I'm gonna install a FASS and I don't know quite where everything goes, I pull at fastride.com. As you can see here, it's gonna open up all kinds of manuals. You can put in your year, make, model of truck, and you can put in the system that you're gonna be installing. We're gonna start with step one. We're gonna undo the plastic guard that goes around the factory fuel filter housing, okay? There she goes. All right, guys. So this plastic guard will be a lot easier to get off whenever doing this on a factory truck, but even on a truck that's on a 22-inch lift, as you can see, it really wasn't that hard to get to. I'd already unplugged this plug. This right here is for your water and fuel sensor. So we're gonna unplug that. Then we're gonna go back to our phone and we're gonna see what the next step is. Next, I'd ask you to unplug this sensor right here. This is for your water and fuel, which we've already done. Now it says, place a suitable drain pan under the fuel conditioning module, then drain accordingly. So we're gonna find a pan, we're gonna drain this out real quick. Here's your valve, very easy, you literally just twist. What we'll do is, set that here, let her completely drain out. Close this now that it's done draining. There's gonna be an 8mm bolt hiding right here where my pointer finger is at. Off this goes. Now we can move our filter housing. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up and move it off of the tank real quick so I can kind of see what we're working with here. All right, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but I am going to pop this tab off. All right, there we go. Now she's off. It was a little hard to get this on video just because it's kind of working in a tight space, but this is gonna be on the back side, so this is on the tank side. There's 3 quick connect fittings. It's a push down tab, as you can see up here. You're gonna push down on this tab on the top, and you'll be able to pull the fittings off of the truck. So 1, 2, 3, then this guy, then you have this. That's all you have to deal with. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop out from underneath the truck. We're gonna get our system outfitted and ready to install. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my bracket installed. So this is gonna bolt onto here like this. There's gonna be 3 bolts in bag 179. This bag also carries all of your quick connect fittings. This is what we're gonna use to install all the fuel line on the truck. Get your spacers installed on the truck. Boom, boom. There we go. Really nice how they give you all these billet aluminum spacers or whatever material these are made out of. They're very nice. So, boom, perfect fit. This Allen wrench is a size 3/16. It is a very nice tight fit. So that's what we're gonna run with on the install. There's burnouts going on over here to my right. It's pretty ridiculous. They're all over the place. I love this event. We're at Fitzgerald's Truck Fest 3.0 right now. One of the rowdiest diesel events in the country. It's good to get these tight. You got to think, you know, these trucks are going to take a beating on the road. Most of you guys, y'all probably use y'all's trucks to work, haul, even if it's just a daily driver. You can hit some pretty nasty bumps on a day-to-day basis. So make sure you're getting all your bolts tight. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install all 3 of my inlet fittings. These are the fittings that are going from the fuel tank down to the filter housing. We're gonna get all these threaded in. They're all O-ringed from FASS. Super nice setup. Like I said, this is more geared towards your at-home install. Maybe you don't have all the fanciest tools. We're here on the road doing this at a truck show right now. If we were at the shop, obviously we'd have very nice tools, everything needed to do the job, but this just goes to show you that you can literally do all of this with simple hand tools for the most part. You don't really need anything out of the ordinary. It would be ideal to lubricate the O-rings on the system. We're a little without some stuff right now here at the show, so we're just kind of making it work. I think it'll be fine. I would advise using some sort of lubricant on all O-rings and fittings to allow for easier, smoother install. All right, we got all three of our fittings tight right now. Now we're gonna work at the top of the pump. Now we're gonna be installing fittings here and here. This right here, this is gonna be one of your fuel spouts going into the fuel filter housing, as you can see in the Fast Ride manual. So we're gonna run this fitting right here into the inner port. Another, and this one's also O-ring sealed. All right, so we have that done. And then this is gonna be the other fitting that you install at the top of the pump. We're gonna go and get this installed. So we actually got one of our fittings backwards. What we need to do is we need to take the blue fitting out of the middle. There should be another stainless fitting in the kit, like these shiny ones that you see right here. We're gonna swap one of the stainless fittings out for the blue fitting. That's what we're gonna do right now. All right. Take this grill out right here, out of your middle one. So now, here we are. Boom, boom. All right, so as you can see, the middle fitting right there will be going in right here. All right, now what we do is your other blue fitting actually goes in right here. This is where it goes, just like so. All right, so we have one more fitting here. This guy is gonna go in right here. Oh, make sure you already pushed all the way down. This is looking good, guys. This is a really nice quality kit. I really like this. All right, guys, so we have the filter housing completely assembled to my knowledge. You have all three fittings going in. These are the ones coming from the tank. And then you have your three fittings at the top. The one fitting I still need to tighten that I just realized is this fitting right here. I'm gonna thread it out real quick. I'm gonna figure out what size Allen plug that is, and I'm gonna get that tightened up. We're gonna hop back underneath the truck and we're gonna slide this in to see how beautiful this thing looks up in there. I'm gonna slide up in this gorgeous truck, and I'm going to connect my fittings from here to here now. We're gonna go and get those all popped on. We're gonna lock this guy in here, and we're gonna go from there. All right, let's do it. So now you have all four of the top ones locked in. Now all I have to do is build out my hoses for my inlet and outlet to the engine. So one's going to the engine, one's gonna be coming from the tank. Let's go ahead and get that done, guys. This guy right here gets plugged, which we're gonna go ahead and do. All right, that's plenty tight. It comes pre-Teflon, this Allen head bolt does, or yeah, bolt. So that comes pre-Teflon. We're gonna go back to the install instructions. So the two hoses that we're gonna be building are gonna be the outlet to the engine, as you can see here. And then this right here will then go up to the filter housing that we just installed. What I'm actually gonna use to lubricate the hose, just because we're here on the road, I'm actually gonna use the diesel that we drained from the fuel tank as the lubricant to install. So all I'm gonna do is I'm going to lubricate this as good as I can. I'm gonna put it like this, and then I'm gonna set it on the table. I'm gonna push down, and look at that. It went on super smooth. That was actually way easier than I expected it to be. Now we're gonna get back up underneath the truck. This guy right here, you don't want to miss this. This right here is going to go on that little stem on the fuel filter housing. I know that just from installing FASSes in the past. So we'll make sure to get that installed when we get back up underneath the truck. All right, guys. So this is what I'm going to be disconnecting right here. You pull this tab out, like that. And this applies to all the other fittings too. But then you squeeze down, and now you push out just like that. A little bit tight, making a little bit of a mess right now. No big deal though. Then your hose clips in like that. Boom, see? Go ahead and lock that back in. You can see there's 2 ports up here at the top. This is gonna go to the outer port. That's what we're gonna tap into, okay guys? All right. I'm gonna cut the hose in half so I'm not working with too much fuel hose. You didn't know, it's a big no-no getting debris in the fuel hose like that. So now we're gonna take the fittings that I put in my pocket. You can see I'm going to put some diesel on the end of that, and then I'm gonna push it onto the fitting as hard as I can. Make sure the shop can see this as I'm installing. Nice and tight. There we go. There we go, guys. Locked in. That looks really nice, like that. And then what we'll do is, when it's all said and done, we're actually gonna zip tie these up to where you don't see them at all. But that looks, I like that. All right, now we're gonna build our hose. That's gonna go from here, and that's gonna clip back in right here. Fitting in. So same thing, we're gonna slide the hose up in there as nice and clean as possible. Boom, okay. That looks nice, huh? To be honest with you. Like that. I like that more. All right, last step, guys, we're gonna be installing the FASS fuel filters. So they give you this water drain on the filters already, but we're gonna actually take this off, I believe, is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this guy out because we're gonna run the nice aftermarket pigtail that they give you that plugs into the factory location on the truck. That way we prevent any check engine lights of any sort on the truck. So this already has a rubber O-ring, as you can see. Boom. This O-ring right here is going to go up on the FASS fuel system itself. And then we will have our pigtail. This pigtail right here is what we're going to use to plug everything in. You have your factory connector that's going to go into here, like so. Boom. Nice tight fit. All right. Now, if you look on here, this will tell you that it goes on the spout side. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take some diesel on my finger, I'm gonna rub it on the O-ring. And then, yeah, you should be able to see this. Gonna get this installed like butter. Okay, here. There we go. Okay. Boom. All in position. Installed. FASS supplies the zip ties. Just get everything zip tied up. Tight. Wipe them down. Wipe this guy down. There we go. Make sure you wipe down all your suspension or anything that may have gotten covered in diesel. And that right there is your finished product, guys. It's installed, looks amazing. Now we're gonna get the truck cranked up, and that's that. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.